What? It didn't load me in for a second. What the fuck? Wolf, hello, welcome. Hang on, I want to see if I... Yep, I still have it. Perfect. I can still cry at you for commissions. Anyways, Wolf, hello, welcome to the stream. If you saw what I used for the Twitch notification, depending on your reaction, either no you didn't, or I will not apologize. I feel about that. I'm like half paying attention. I'm almost done my art fight card because I have to admit this. I just been really spacey all day. Well, not all day. I wasn't spacey during stream earlier, but after I got off stream, I've been real spacey all day. That's fair. I feel maybe not all of us are in the right mindset for... I don't want to make this sound like I'm joking because it is very serious, but at the same time... I'm playing the fucking Kentucky Fried Chicken dating simulator. That's the part that we don't take seriously is what I'm gonna play. Oh my god. I've been tempted to make TPH creature pupperloos. So, I'm working on my art fight card. I almost have it done. Because all I need to fill in is like my user and all that. I did do what I said I was going to do of just making it just different pictures of my characters. Instead of like, I don't know, I feel like everybody says, oh, you have to draw them out, but I'm like, man, I'll just paste them in. Thanks. But no, I'm struggling to fill out this thing. Because I don't know, I've never done this. I don't know what I attack. No, I can... Weh? What are funny stories I can tell beforehand? Because... Weh. I don't want to, like, step on toes, but at the same time, I would like to give us our setting of how the stream is gonna go by being haha funny. There, I have it figured out. I feel bad. I was just like, man, I'll just do my stream, and then I'm doing like 5 different things while I'm streaming. Also, yes, we are only playing the Doki Doki Literature Club soundtrack for my background music before the game. I'm so glad none of you asked. Yeah, I don't know how we got Colonel out of that either. You have a good... as good as the rest of your night just can be. I'm going to scream. And cry. Oh, I had the wrong brush. Sorry, I'm half focused on doing this because I didn't get to do it in my off time. Literally all I did was fight the Ender Dragon on somebody's stream. And then finally made dinner at 8. Spaced out at the table, next thing I know it's almost 10. Rushed to do the rest of the things that I had to do for the day. And now we're streaming the KFC dating simulator. I don't know, when it's just you for a day, it's just you for a couple days, everything gets all fucky. One thing I learned is that, funnily enough, one of my meds that I was complaining about earlier today on stream, I actually forgot to take one of them. Like, almost all day yesterday. Because I'm supposed to take 2 of them and I only took 1. So, I'm doing great.
I have to use the bathroom.
Go piss right now. Why have to ask me permission? You're an
Okay,
adult.
see you tomorrow then. I'm almost fixing this up. There, my arc fight card is done. Thinking I might go around the border and make that a bit of a lighter green. There we go. Change over to show that real quick. Why is that there? What the fuck is that? Why is that on screen? Oh my god. Anyways. I made my card. Very simple. Just use different art of my characters. But yeah, I'm gonna probably save that. I'm gonna save it, and then I'm gonna close this, and that'll finally probably make everything work easier. There we go. I haven't even booted this game to see what it's like. KFC presents. I need this to make itself not. Hang on, I'm trying to get it on screen. AKA, I'm waiting. There's an anime opening! There's a fucking anime opening to this! I don't like how drawn out that was. Holy shit! Settings. Not full screen. Oh yeah, make it full screen real quick. Why can't I resize this window? I don't want... Doki Doki soundtrack, shut up. Oh, okay, fine, full screen. I just want to resize the game. Is that like the one thing this game doesn't do? Oh my god, you fucking prioritize speed and it gets to the size I needed. Oh heck. Anyways, let's fucking see how this goes. I had to prioritize speed over quality, so if it looks bad, it's not my fault, it's their fault for... It's their fault for making a stupid game. Which window does this cover again? There we go. Oh my god, why does it show up like that? Hang on, hang on. We're getting somewhere, I can tell you that much. Yep, there we go. There. Okay, I can transition over now. I hate this! Welcome to... I love you, Colonel Sanders. A finger-licking good dating simulator. Can I, like... Hang on. Yeah, I want to exit and restart. I want to see if I can show all of you that anime fucking opening. It's got a whole anime open. Yes, I can show it to you. It's got a whole anime opening. KFC presents. Why does KFC dating sim have a whole fucking, oh my god. Look at it. Look at its little anime opening. Oh my god. I'm so glad this is what we're playing. There, I fixed all the names on screen too. There we go. New game. Enter your name. Wait, did I have cap locks on or— okay, you know what? I can't even say anything. Okay. It's all caps. How bad is this game gonna go? The game fucking froze. Don't ever say those words to me again. You think you can just say things in my chat? Oh god, okay, here we go. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Why are there hearts in my window? The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up. Now, now, now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Why is that my alarm? I would love to have this alarm, like— I would love to actually have this as my alarm. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. This is gonna be the best experience yet! Okay! Let's try that again. A game over already? Maybe you weren't cut out for this. Shut the fuck up! All I know is, I'm fearful that either people were memeing on Colonel Sanders being hot, or for some stupid— cause I threw my alarm clock out the window and I'll never get to see hot Colonel Sanders ever again. Past that anime opening. Smack that clock up and at him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. That's a fucking school name if I've ever read one. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. There, I'm doing that. It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Just when you needed to wake up those— don't you fucking do this to me, okay? I was actually half tempted to actually fucking go to town and get KFC today. For the meme, of all things, but then I was like, man, that's actually kind of good. But no, I don't want to drive. Yikes, you're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any deodorant before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Why? Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. The music's kind of basic, but I'm kind of vibing to it. Oh no. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Yeah, why does it put my name in all caps? Is that like the only way to fucking generate it? Good morning, Luz. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Because I sure am! Excited, a little nervous. Okay. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. I forgot how much reading goes into these. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box that— WHAT?! It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great. Oh, hi! Hi! We're doing great! How are you? But with the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semester— 3 what? I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you prep talk? Yeah. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? That's great. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. Oh, that was actually me? Here, I'll get out my card deck and everything. Why am I saying that? I can't show anybody. I'm glad you're doing great. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet. And she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome None of this sounds good? I'm finding what book. I'm finding what cards they're referring to. Where's my book? There's my book. Because I already know that they're referring— oh, they're referring to the Emperor, aren't they? Maybe. All I know is they're referring to the tower, and the tower means nothing good is happening. Fun! I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Yeah, that one doesn't ring it. There's too many people wearing red and tarot cards. Stop this. All I know is, like, the tower. I don't— Miriam— no, me, I don't think that's good. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. Okay. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom-engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. It's Ashley. Oh, of course her name's spelled like that. Can you— no, you can't even see it behind my pride flags. Hang on. Oh, fuck, where did I put my pride flags? Look at that fucking spelling. Of course it's spelled like that. Of course that's my rival. Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Now I'm understanding why half of the reviews were, I don't recommend it because the only person you can romance is Colonel Sanders. I'll wait till you're out of ad hell. Not really, I'm gonna keep going. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins! You leave Lucis shins alone! That's what I'm gonna think every time I see it yelling my name. They are perfectly normal shins! You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make— No! she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van Van, the man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Wait, can you see the name through it all? Or is it... Wait. Van Van? You rang! This is a character lineup. If I've ever seen one. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devilish. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would even allow people like you to attend as students. It's a 3-day fucking course. What are you expecting to learn? I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us diplomas by now. Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers! As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. What? What the fuck is happening? I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student in the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Okay. Hi, Pop. I'm Luz, so... Are you gonna make me hold this door all day? And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. What the fuck is in this classroom? You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium in front of the class. Adorable! There's like a level of irony here. There's like a level of dog streamer plays stupid dating sim, sees dog teaching class and stupid dating sim. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of this fucking school! Aw, look at the baby! Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Someone closed the window, and then he walks in! Here, I'll move my pride flags so we can see everything. They're a hat now. No, you can't see chat if I do that. See, know what? They'll go in this corner. For only this stream. Okay, I can't stare at anime Colonel Sanders much longer. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him, If it isn't my favorite student, Harlan... Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. No, sorry, Professor Dog. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you when you're not entirely wrong. This over here must be sweaty. Sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before a faucet pit melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. You know what? All of this making fun of is called for, I feel like. Hold on just a second! Nobody talks to my friend like that! You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with you all your really weird insults? I'm not reading that. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you! Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Now I'm covering his face. Fuck, I can't win, can I? This is homophobic, Colonel Sanders, just so you know. Boy howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer. Please, use my handkerchief. What is this game? What the fuck? You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait. Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? I'll just take it anyways. You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. You just make this situation fucking weirder if you turn it down. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Okay. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Who the fuck are you? Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss- QUIET! God damn, Professor Dog. Late to class is bad enough, but... No, don't say Sprinkles is the homophobic dog. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I'm finished! Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. What? What the fuck is this game? What is this? Hi, Clank. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal! Sprinkles walks in the classroom. As everyone stands in silent obedience, when he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Why? Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind?
Chat, what kind of gift do I give the other dog? It's another dog, what do I do? I don't know, I was never properly socialized, help me. I'm kinda leaning towards a chicken snack, but maybe also a beef treat. 50-50.
Okay, beef treat it is. You reach beneath your apron and return with a small bit of beef jerky in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. Beef? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I would never eat that. You clearly do not belong here. Please, remove your apron, and then remove yourself from this class and this school. It seems you've reached the end of the line, Chef. The proverbial game over. During Pride Month? Well, shit. How far back did it put me? It at least puts me to, like, the decision I made that got me a game over, right? Right. Hang on, the game's almost... That's homophobic. Exactly. No! It starts at the beginning of class again! I don't know why our Ravel's hot. I'll give him a chicken snack. Turn with a chicken snack in your hand as he locks onto it. His favorite! I should have fucking guessed at a goddamn KFC game. Well, I think there might be some competition for New Star Student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Why would you describe that to me? You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. There might be like 5 reasons I do that. 4 of them are for this situation exactly. The 5th is confidential. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Ayu. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. There's a seat still here? It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. Sit by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking quilly dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife, and he has said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting, so I'm making a call-out post on my twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of this walnut except way smaller, and guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. All points, no quills, no pillows. Look at that. It looks like 2 balls and a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. This is what you get, my super laser piss. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Yay, a quiz about me!
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to a slam dunk. Night vision goggles. Feather. That's right. Welcome. You can crave blood all you want. I don't know what you get from it. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A comically oversized fork. The comically oversized fork tempts me. A spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? A pancake that looks like a silly face. Camel meat. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. Be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. You know that one cat that kind of looks like, eh? That's what I'm feeling like. Hot diggity Lose, you just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. I'm trying to think of the cat I'm thinking of. Hang on, I gotta scroll through a bunch of cats with their mouths open memes. I can't remember what I was looking for now. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. You need to stop saying important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Stewart Cafeteria. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. You smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Is only absolutely, definitely. Hey, Shut up. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shut the fuck up. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, "Stop thinking and start eating!" For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. Van the man, shut the fuck up with your fucking half-titty out look. What, no, both of you have half-titty out, shut up. What, you think we want your stupid secret recipe? Nah, dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of these ingredients got poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what zinger Ashley is prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. I don't know, I think it's this bit of, you're standing here too long, quit fucking reading actually, just play the game. You don't need to read to play this game. Yeah, and I was just, like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter to evil to sweet and innocent? From bitter and evil to sweet and innocent, as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh no, why am I starting to like her? Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his! Well, hold on, I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Why are you selling me so hard on this? Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. I do deserve some pets, actually. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. Thank you for the head pats. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask! It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got so many of my own I'd be willing to trade. So, like, can you tell me? What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. just one ingredient. But I can't tell you. I use REDACTED! It's something my great-grandmother taught me. REDACTED! Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where'd you get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. 90% sure he put drugs in him. That's one of the 11 herbs and spices. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy! Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Oh god, what do I do? Be modest but thoughtful. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. No! You can't suggest to him to add another! He said it needs exactly 11 herbs and spices! Be modest but truthful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention! The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Luce. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step inside the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a sec. Oh no! We get to show our stuff! You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature, adorably tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. This is how you lose a friend. Yeah, you can steal him. I need to learn from him for the next 2 days, though. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Sure, I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep, bop. Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask you, Miriam's partner? Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. I'm not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this point. I'll pause for you. It's fine. I'll wait. I've waited long enough. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue, I hardly know you. I just like his little smile. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Man, I think there's only one thing on here that's on the fucking KFC menu. Let's make my grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we can make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potato and gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. I don't know how I'm feeling about this game. I was gonna I don't know. I'm in that kind of starting to get tired phase where I'm just I want to jokingly suggest Glyph Puppy fan art, but all it fucking is just, embarrassingly, purposefully bad ship art of animate Colonel Sanders and Pupperloos. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Oh my god! Sanders' heart is my business. No, is my business. And you'd better keep your hands off of my man. Did someone call for me? No! Jeez! Van! While I'm over here crushing Luz's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns. Why is it fucking metal music? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no, it looked like Luz was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Don't be rude, Van! Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct concoctions worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But, Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear, she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Oh god. Turn to your best friend, who always has your back, or turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. I'm here to learn and to express myself via my cuisine, not picker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of class, so let's all respect the format, okay? You turn to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page. I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right? A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Luz as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it. Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you have Luz's natural talent or their loyalty. Being defended by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. I hope so. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiling potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. What?! Together, you dig the utensils. Okay, I'm gonna struggle through this more. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. Bunger, bunger, bunger. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face! Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy, and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there! We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena! Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from where it lands.
Can I ask Potato Face?
Van rushes back over a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my slimy saltwater sauce. Why did I struggle with that? Placed on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The result could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Oh my god! What the fuck? Everyone step back! Don't take another bite! When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is immediately back to his oblivious... What?
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds! I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here! Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, fuck, what? You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. What? No, hey, wait, what? Shut up! I'm the one, shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story! Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? God damn! You can't prove that! I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Excuse me for a minute. Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him, we're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero! The fucking what?! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level?
Be afraid! Be very afraid of me! Because I'm a monster! See?
Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Go with the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. It worked last time, right? Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? You hold your head between your hands and mutter, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Ulti Utensil. You take 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive this battle. Cook with love does 1 damage. Thank you so much for that. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's gonna have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Punch! Pot Pie Power Punch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him! No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction! Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Luz. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down for your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Am I gonna die? Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Good night, my Colonel. What the fuck? In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. He's fucking dead! Just the fucking ghost comes up by. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was the secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the spork monster, she launches into a story of her own. I know this might sound strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he drove himself in. What? You're losing me. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cookie School Academy for Learning, you're a thing now? We're definitely connected yesterday. I guess. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great! You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes lighten up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical gardens while I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Please don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with him and brought him home! He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Cough, fibber, cough. Fibber. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Wow. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. Oh god. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. Did they fucking take a green screen asset for that? It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. I feel like if I ran towards him, I would have just fucking died, because that horse... Horses are death machines to both themselves and others. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Just gets really nervous around people they like. What? That's not helping! I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van. I want to say it's Van Van because his name is Van Van the Man, but Van makes sense. You see, two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like, counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulders, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and make your own, and mind your own wax, honey? But get a closer look. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds like a bit like a magic spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them! Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meat if it ate you. What? Being the best chef in the world takes more than just some culinary skills. It takes creativity. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing. What? Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazy men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Hell, honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrive. I like that through the fading out and fading in, it just fucking looks like Ashley just fucking turns into Sprinkles. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. What? Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, naturally this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? No, a shimmering pepper, why not? A brightly colored pepper stands out to you from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. The ghost! My friend. Ooh. This guy, again? I'm here to give you an important message. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... I'm sorry, I think I got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, it'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you must... You feel yourself beginning to regain consciousness. Oh, man. What the fuck is this? But everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Jeez, I should pay better attention. You all make mistakes, so I'm sure I'll forgive you. Someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. I mean, what were my other fucking options? I feel like a water, he'd be like, water? Really? And then just fucking kick me out of school. I'd stim. And your rivals would try to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatric with these two is off the charts. Step up and tell him you're on. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'm not the fool, you're the fool! Fool! Good one, Von Von, I like your gumption. I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Ow! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now it's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes! Think fast as the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What temperature does water boil at? That's wrong! No! 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 What are you thinking? Get your head in the game! Season before you cook it. You don't know what Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? 11! You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavors? That's wrong! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now will be a great time to harness that energy, so where does it come from? A small town where dreams are born. This is your shot, and you're not going to miss it! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? That's wrong! Don't make me get the spray bottle! Is this the end? Yep! No! What the fuck? Why are there game overs? No! Everybody stop being mean to me! I am like 12!
I'm really fucking trying, Gregory, but William Atkinson installed Bonzi money into my hard drive.
I'm trying again. I'm trying again. I'm trying again. Thank you for the head pats. You're on. Time to boil some water. This is what I said, and they said it was wrong. This school without knowing that. Winter gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know, and it's 11 herbs and spices. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've gotten some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavors? Gratitude. Apparently. That's right, you must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. I guess this and it said it was right. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. Silence? When they taste your cooking, they'll be so taken with it that they'll be unable to speak. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you're doing. Now all you could think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional... No! 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 You're standing on desert with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focusing on the challenge? You're falling behind. Fried chicken delicate days. You're really struggling to keep up. And the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. You know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Luce does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get by far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's over-mixed. No! Oh my god! But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of your life! Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. Fine is that the easy way could turn out much, much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Look at your hand. You simply can't go on. A completed dish ready to serve. Surely that will make me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Luz's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to desserts. Under the white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Luz to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside you find delicate fried cheese on top, a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed, as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it? Oh, you! As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Put myself between them! You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. This goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. God damn it! What the fuck is happening? I hate this game! I hate this! Why are there so many ways to fuck up? Got it, I'm never fucking doing that battle ever again. Demand they stop wasting everyone's time. You're in competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something? I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Luz, you should have it. It'll give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup, with chocolate milk to wash it down, and a tartlet for dessert. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. No, not this anyways. Stand corrected. My best can best the best of them. Best believe it. That's right, but how, not knowing that. Winner gets to rub my furry belly? 11. Tail wag intensifies. Arroo! He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except that knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you could think about is Colonel Sanders. What is it gonna be, like a reveal that I fucked up and I was actually supposed to run to him on the horse instead or something? I don't know. Maybe I just need to not fucking get mad at him. I don't know. Come back to the competition. You're stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. You and Colonel Sanders walking on the beach. What's that to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. Oh, and then this whole thing, and then you throw your hand in, and then yeah, and then all that, and then you just fucking... Putting myself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley turned to be bad, so let's just internalize the rage. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Okay, so putting my hand in a stand mixer only fucks that up for the day, not for the day, for the competition, but burning off my eyebrows fucks me up forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. Can't you leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed in... What? I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man with a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! What the fuck are you doing here? Just as the moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before. It's the Spork Monster! Gorko, the Spork Monster is here to fight a hero! Is anyone else feeling a bit of deja vu? I'm sorry, Gorko, but I could have sworn we already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them! Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so... No, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? Colonel Sanders smirks. He's already on the same page as you. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel real guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. I think what Luz is saying is, can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've got these pointy teeth and claws. All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course I do. Inspiration strikes and you come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this! You toss a biscuit into Gorko's open mouth and he devours it in one gulp. Delicious! You're much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a chihuahua, but I was still a student at this school until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook. Precisely. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you could find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and you shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic.
No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Loose together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure, if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with other ambitious chefs. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it. He needs to know. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. I'm gonna be honest with you. KFC coleslaw is fucking disgusting. I mean, like, not all the time, because some places actually make it good, but then some places just fucking... I don't know, it's bad. It's bad. I don't like it. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxury hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. You gaze out the window and across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of some student pops up! Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? What? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost is swept out with the breeze. The chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a counter table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic. It's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." You take a closer look at the large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Poor guy. An adorable baby. Why does he have the mustache? An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture just themselves? Probably the same type of person who make their own face of the logo of the company they founded, am I right? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why he's wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan these out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh, crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! You decide that now's your moment to make a big move. Whoa, 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 this isn't that kind of game! Not that we blame you for trying! No! But still. No! No! No, I didn't mean that! No, God damn it! I meant to keep going, not give up. God damn it! Here, we have to see the anime opening again. Do we? No, we don't! The 7th bite. I think that's where we were. I tried to fuck the Colonel! I'm not allowed to do that! I didn't know that's what it was! I was just like, is this the big move? Is this where I tell him, Colonel, I'm in love with you? But no, and he goes like, hey, that's not that kind of game. I'm just gonna skip everything. I can't. It's the Spork Monster! Reveal it. I want to see that ghost again. You gaze out the window across the vast lake. And then the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my dad? Why? I've never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and the ghost of Student is swept out with the breeze. A scented candle. You pick it up to try and identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69. Nice. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's... This is where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? I think it could be, I don't know. One of the frame photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Yes, the jacket. Oh crap, that jacket! Fess up and tell him the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly! Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night! I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, but now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe it. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get that. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school. Being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong. You don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. I don't have a fucking friend anymore. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. This is like a fucking Twitter argument. You just say some shit like... I'm thinking exactly the example, like, you just say some shit like, man, I love pancakes, and somebody fucking goes, why would you say that about waffles? I'm like, why? That is an entirely fucking different conversation. What the fuck? Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are getting close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Luz, how's the hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form this afternoon. I need to see if I can fucking raid somebody. I can't handle this game much longer. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Well, yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Luz, I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Luz. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Well, that's the book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. I don't know how to pronounce words. It's fucking midnight, okay? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edge of the page. I could use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like, anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it! Oh my god. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Don't give me that fucking dramatic music. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you, it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and begins to breathe quickly. Just to give him some homework. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. Maybe I should have spared the spork monster. I don't know. I wanted to fight. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My Luz, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting on a lecture series about the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Luz, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom, you see. But before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show up to your cooking friends Jeff and Joan. J&J forever! Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast the Paul over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Before you could think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? I'm so mad that I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. He's a fucking pressure cooker. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring with us. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay. Because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam, you decided to head to the arena early to practice the dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his evil-er counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Luz's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish come second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. What are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Just taking it all in. I'm big into visual success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. They're just gonna fucking burn down the arena if we ignore it. I know how this game goes. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all-butter crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth! Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules! That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up to for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, I don't remember what an R is, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cookie moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders battles his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg whoosh! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend baster blast, that's horrible. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and ride! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, as the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-destruct.
Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out to the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own and you decide not to see her win with another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. What about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up in a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve? What happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the book stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in Monster School that I had fallen asleep during Sierra Tactics class, and when I woke up...
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Maybe having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out. I can do this. I have what it's... I'm not fucking skipping all the way back to this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Luz, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue.
Sorry.
My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off of the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful, because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Luz. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting, if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there! Did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought it was a salad.
Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks, I must say, it's not the worst prank in the school's history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Someone must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, that time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny naotamaki I spy afloat in this itsy-bitsy bowl? Yes, Chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+! Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and axe-honed urchin shell. Why did I mess that up? Topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity! This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student! Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it anyway. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food? At a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something? I told you it's a display piece. I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition. At a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were all having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to College of Eating School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley as she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass! Everyone gathers around and partakes on the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. How have we been playing this for 2 hours? This is an amazing experience. I want to know if there's any endings where I can fucking die. Because so far... No! My pride flags stay forever! Hi, baby. What? DJ Dog is in the house! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to fighting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. No, don't make Ashley hotter, fuck! For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting! No ghost allowed at graduation, it's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost, it was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. And now that everyone is together, it's the Spork Monster! He's totally mellowed out! Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I'd prefer that everyone would prefer to be by my new name. Party Monster. Student tried to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the room of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop! He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing of the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders. I always love these fucking pedals. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Is it a $5 fill-up? I don't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. What are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to! As you glide across the dance floor hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you. How sweet, we'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stopped dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life as an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Luz, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually, and along the way you'll have me by your side. The end. I'm starting to fear that this game has fucking, like, multiple endings. I like that the only people that got, like, an actual animation outside of, like, basic stuff is fucking Colonel Sanders. Hey, you guys want to play Roblox? Because I still want to stream, but I fucking goddamn, what the fuck? Hang on, I want to actually Google if there's, like, other fucking endings. At least Ashley's hot. At least we got that. Like, fuck. There, my pride flags go back in that corner. Oh my god. There's a fucking best. The true ending is. There's a true ending. No, there's the best in game ending. Is to spare the monster. And run to Colonel Sanders when he's on the horse. And also, I wasn't wrong. You get the fucking. You get kicked the fuck out of if you run up to him on the horse. Also, I've learned no matter what, you have to do that battle, and no matter what happens in that battle, you get your hand fucking crushed. I don't know if I want to play this game again. I don't know what the fuck just happened in this game. I mean, I know what the fuck happened, I'm just, my god. I don't know, we can play some Roblox. So we just say fuck it and go into like 2 a.m. because it's already almost 1 a.m. Or we could raid somebody now. I'll check if there's anybody we could raid. Okay. I mean, I went into this knowing it'd be a joke. I wasn't expecting this fucking pulled off of a joke. I'm gonna see if this person's staying live. Raid them maybe. I think this person's staying alive. I'll keep them open on my phone to make sure. I'm gonna try to get that best ending. All I gotta do is fucking go back to a different level. Well, different chapter. Is it like chapter 3 that I fucking fight that monster? No, it's chapter 4 that you fight the monster. I'm gonna skip dialogue. It's the Spork Monster! I'm just gonna keep doing defend because this thing said that they just used defend and it went fine. Draw energy into your arms, thinking back of all this stirring you did in the kitchen as a child. Your muscles go super swollen, you're ready to take on anything. Spork Monster is no quitter, buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses ulti utensil, you take 2 points damage from the attack. Take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. You better attack soon or you're likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Rowdy Rusted Roundhouse. Light beams out of your eyes. You have transformed into a being of pure flavor. You spin so quickly that your movement becomes nearly invisible as you lash out at the Spork Monster. Rowdy Rusted Roundhouse does 8 damage! Is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's gonna have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. He summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Spare this wretched beast. You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul. Oh, we still have the book. I'm just gonna start fucking skipping through and hitting every option that this thing says. make up a fake ingredient. Run to him. Oh, the ghost shows up. Where's his shoes? It's hard to say who's in the wrong here. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep fucking skipping shit. Act like you're not interested in them. They get mad either way, apparently. I'm just gonna keep skipping, do not mind me. I got nothing to do. A dog biscuit, maybe. Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles. Example of his own culinary talents, perhaps? You reach out for it when Sprinkles jumps up and bites onto your cooking apron! What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit? Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from the embarrassment. Is this the end? You fade into darkness, but something is there. The spork monster? Borko, what are you doing here?
It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten. You watch as your apron magically repairs itself.
You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are. Gulp it down. It's cool and crisp like the purest snow melted by a mountain spring. Hey, that was mine. It was for my favorite toilet. You owe me $6. And you've got excellent taste. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. The pepper was better. No, yeah, stop until you're on. I know the answers to all this shit. Let's just go. "11 herbs and spices. Gratitude. A small town where dreams are born. Silence. Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders. Get your hand crushed up in the machine. Internalize the rage you feel. It's the spork monster! I'm just gonna reveal it. And then we do this whole thing again. And then, I'm gonna... The scented candle. The chicken. I'm just gonna click ones that I've already read before. So I'm not missing much. You fess up and tell the truth. Just keep fucking skipping because I know all this. Flatter him. I just don't know where the fucking come in of like, no, I'm getting rid of all my memories that Colonel Sanders fucking comes in. Don't do it after all. Give him some old homework, because I did that. Please don't mind me, I've already played through this, so I'm just gonna keep fucking going. Hippie has Bobs. Fess up about your practice dish. Oh god, the robot. Do it the hard way. This is bullshit and I love it. Yeah, same. I'm loving all like the quick sounds. Everything here is amazing. Not get to be the most famous chicken man in history and go and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end. As everyone feeds on their delicious chicken, Colonel Sanders finds you. Colonel Sanders? His hand. The hand of a master chef. So dedicated to the craft of fine cookery, so tender yet refined, so milky smooth, fingers like finely battered drumsticks, turned in flour, soaked in buttermilk and dusted with exotic spices. But they do not reach for tongs, a knife, or even a spork. Tonight they reach for you. And though our feet may tire or dance, and I believe that this is just the beginning of our steps together, Colonel Sanders, will you not only join me on the dance floor, but in the kitchen as my co-chef and partner in both business and in life? You gasp. How could it be? Is he really saying me and you together? Ever since I met you, my dream has changed. It's not enough to simply open the world's greatest chain of fried chicken restaurants. No, even then, my life would be incomplete without you by my side. So what do you say, partner? I say, I love you, Colonel Sanders. There, we got the best ending of the game. Why did we waste almost 3 hours on this? I just like that the fucking opening screen is just only Colonel Sanders and nobody else. Oh, has Art Fight like technically started yet or not? No, it technically starts in 11 hours. Yeah, because it starts at noon. Yeah, it starts at noon today. All I really need to do with mine is I really don't need to do much. I just need to maybe plan out a weird core character is all. Because I still want to do that, at the very least. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go from there, and I know the bit like, oh, you should look up weird core and stuff. But, like, I couldn't figure out anything. I had one idea, but I didn't sketch it out, so I've already forgotten what the idea was. You know what? We keep this as background noise. We're gonna go and just chat for a minute. At least the game had a good soundtrack. don't know, I saw this one shirt and I was like, ooh, that would work good for one. And then I had like whole ideas of poses and then did I draw them? No. Because then I made mobile. You know what? I love them. So I do not mind that that is what I did instead. Also, my most absolute favorite thing is having fun with giving characters pronouns. Especially when you go cringe culture dead, all of my OCs have neo pronouns too. Because I've made it basically kind of canon. It's obviously canon then. I need to edit it. I actually wanted mobile to go by... No, I don't need to. Mobile goes by they, air, and whoosh pronouns. I'm particularly a biggest fan of the whoosh ones. And I hope other people are a fan of them and don't think it's like a joke or something. I'm half tempted if, like, in the future, if I get 3D models, like the base ones for VR chat, if I might maybe get the airplane dragon one and make one a mobile. I'm debating on it. Oh wait, all I know is I'm getting tired actually. I mean, I could sleep, but also... I don't know, I'm not- where? Oh, we could go raid somebody that where? I don't know. I wanted to suggest doing something else so we have more people to raid with. I hate to say that's kind of what I value, is like having people to raid with, if that makes sense. I don't know. All I know is one streamer I like. I mean I don't watch them that much anymore, but still, they just like after they got a kind of small raid, they then proceeded to say, "I don't get why you would raid somebody that has a bigger watching than you. You aren't giving them anything." And I'm like, holy shit! Don't fucking talk like that about people trying to be like. The whole point of raiding is to give your audience somebody else to watch that you enjoy too, and you just, like, want to give them a wider audience. Why would you shit-talk somebody raiding you? So in my mind, like, I don't get that many viewers, I'll admit that, because I stream at weird times. Oh, I was gonna suggest we could raid Big Nose Bug, because she does have, like, a high amount of viewers, but at the same time, I was really excited for what she's streaming today. But no, I'm just like... I know I don't have, like, the biggest following. But at the same time... I don't feel like you should... A, be rude to anybody raiding you, because, like, I mean, unless it's a hate raid, but past that. Like, man, I like when people expand their audiences. I get raids of like usually more viewers than me, so then I don't have much to speak on, but that's because I don't get that many viewers in the first place. So I like at least the people that are there in the moment can go with this. If somebody missed the stream, they have somebody to go to. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for the head pats. I'm sorry the thing on my head covers this. I don't have a raid phrase.
Way to go, superstar!
We can just... I don't think we'll do a raid phrase. But yeah, just have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. I think we might just play Roblox again tomorrow. So yeah, have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. And I'll see you in the next stream. Go say hi to Bug. Goodbye!